Greetings, Battle Brothers! It's me, Aurelia, Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne, and Servant of Humanity. Welcome in, everyone. We have the Baneblade. How many Baneblades do I have? One, just the one. Maybe we'll get a second one. Maybe we'll get a second one. That's what I'm gonna ask Santa for Christmas.
It is the Baneblade!
But welcome, welcome, welcome. We're coming back. Hopefully we finish it today. I think we will. I've done some work. I've done some work behind the scenes, and I think we will finish it. And if it's not like finished on stream, it's just gonna be drying. A custodian's bane blade, more like a banana blade. Lame. Lame. Man, my mods are already trying. They're already trying to get me upset today. They're rage baiting me. What if Santa gives you a fell blade? I mean, that's fine. I like big tanks, and I can't lie about that. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff done. I got these plates all gooped up. I think I was gonna do it on stream, but I did the first coat. I did the second coat earlier today. Mm-hmm. Great paint work so far. Thank you, thank you. Do you know the name of your stream intro song you had made by Stringstorm? Oh, it's mine. I don't have a name for it. It's my song. I paid them. I commissioned it, so that's mine. I was inspired by Bolt Gun and like their intro and their music, and I was like, can we get this vibe? And I sent them a couple I sent him some examples, and then he was like, yeah, I got you. Give me like a week. He got back to me 2 days later, and he's like, here you go. And he gave it back to me, and I was like, I have no notes. This is perfect. Thank you very much. I was like, all right, you were a great use of my time. This was fantastic. He was done in like 3 days. He it was amazing. I had no notes. It was perfect. Well done. Question: after you watch the last 2 episodes of Hunter the Parenting, will you do more World of Darkness videos or lore videos? So I don't know yet. So in the very near future, I am going on long story short, my streaming schedule is gonna be whack. So I've got some stuff IRL that is like keeping me from streaming consistently. So I may have like a stream every once in a while, but I won't have like a standard schedule. During that time, I'm probably more likely to do Warhammer content, but we will see. It's all kind of playing it by ear. He uploads his music commissions on YouTube, so I wanted to know if he uploaded yours. I mean, I don't know if he has. So that's I assume he hasn't, because I haven't seen anything he'd mention it. I've listened to this song by Stringstorm probably 1,000 times more than any other. Yeah, well, when it's your looping background music, sorry. We're getting another one made. We're getting another one made. But yeah. Baneblade. We got Baneblade stuff to do. So pull out your minis, get your brushes, get your stuff, because we're gonna finish this, and you can work on your stuff. Any plans to watch more Pancrase No Work? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll probably watch some stuff. I don't know what yet, though. I'm kind of focused on getting some things done. Working on some debut things. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff. Okay. So, oh, I didn't bring the thing. I didn't do that. Anyways, I forgot to bring the thing in here. Where is it? I recently did some reorganize, so I gotta find some stuff. So, one of the things that I do not like, and I think it's just because the sprue is old, is that these lovely little plates that they have here for the Baneblade, so they don't, so this is supposed to go on the other side. Let me find the other. Okay, this one is supposed to go here. So, this is what irritates me. You see this? It has like a spot it sits in, but that sucker wiggles. And even if you got it straight, there's a gap. There's a gap, and I hate it. I don't like it. So, what we are going to do, we're going to get rid of this infernal square on the back. We're gonna get rid of it. But my sandpaper's in the other room. I recently reorganized, and now I'm worried I won't be able to find it because I've been doing some stuff. It's not because the plastic's deformed. I mean, in what way? It's like, it's still like straight and it's not like warped. It's just because the sprue is old and I don't think it lines up. Like I've done this with multiple pieces to test to see if I was crazy. I mean, I am probably a little crazy, but I don't think I'm crazy about this. Because see, even putting that one there, gap. No, thank you. I mean, I guess they could be warped, but they look kind of clean. I don't know what they would look like if they were warped. I have no idea. I don't have any curved ones. Mine are just, they're flat. Flat as a board, like something else I know. Anyways, so we're gonna start doing surgery. I would make a great surgeon just for that right there. I could never get into painting, and all the accessories like scalpels and sandpaper seem excessive to me. Okay, well let me clarify. I am being excessive. You do not have to get into it as much as other people do. I wouldn't even say I'm super into it compared to other people. That's called friendly fire, boss. I thought that was more like self-immolation. I feel like I just roasted myself, really. But when it comes to painting, you don't have to get into it like this crazy. I only want this to be really awesome because I came up with this concept and I was like, I must see it brought to life. But I would say if you just want to paint, you can just paint. You just build your minis. If you want, you can get fancy, and you can get some files. The files aren't too expensive. They'll last you a while. Have you seen the new DLC, the Total War Warhammer trailer? Yeah, a friend showed it to me, but I couldn't like tell him that I wanted to watch it on a stream. I did see it. I did see it. Oh, I wanted to watch it live with you guys, and then I couldn't tell him that I didn't want to see it. I was like, oh, okay. It's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, we're gonna need... Actually, my files might be fine, but I feel like the sandpaper would just be faster. But, you know, we'll see. It is flatter. Our Custodian's Imperial Knight when? Soon-ish. I have a Questoris Knight. I would love to build it and I would love to paint it. But I also have a lot of, like, Custodes I also need to finish. So, I don't know what I should do next. I know what I want to do next. So, yes, soon, I don't know. Do I also do basing? I did bases for my custodians. Funny enough, I cleaned off my desk because I spilt Mountain Dew on it, so I had to clean the whole thing. It's cringe. Oh yes, I was like, I see the Dorn meme pop up, and I always assume it's the everything here is cringe. That's the most popular one. Yeah, I also do the bases, but they're not on my desk. I'd have to go turn around and grab them. But I did a marble pattern to match the Baneblade. We're just gonna clean these up, and then we'll sand them. Roll a die. I don't know if I should leave it up to fate. I should probably do. Maybe I'll do it when I have like some time. Maybe I'll just do the custodies on my own. Because I really want to do the knight, and I really want to marble that sucker, because oh my god, I cut that. You guys probably couldn't hear it. My mic probably filtered that, but a piece from here hit my like ceiling light. Like it couldn't have hit anything else. It had to have been the ceiling light, and that is up there. Oh my gosh. What was I talking about? Maybe do custodies on my own time. They're just not as fun, but I really should get them done. Okay. You heard it? You heard the little ping? I imagine it was probably quiet. Yeah, the Baneblade is very dangerous. Might as well keep working on my questors. Yes, do it. Do it. Work on your stuff. This is the perfect time. We're just chilling. Chilling, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Okay.
Baneblade!
This is the one that's gonna be annoying, because... Here. So these are nicer. These line up better. But they're not to my standard. See, there's a gap in the front. Supposed to be like this. Which I also have to mess with this too. Hang on, sorry. I have to hold it in a way so it doesn't like fall. So I want to make sure they're glued down in a way that looks really nice. But look at that. Look at how nice that looks. Beautiful. I'm so excited. So I gotta take those off. And the only thing that I haven't glazed on here is this back piece, which I'll do today. And then I have to redo, I have to add a little cover up here and here and here in these spots with the glaze and paint so the Sharpie marks go away. But after that, it's pretty much done. This one ended up, this side is like green. Like it went from blue to green, but you know, it still looks cool. All right, we'll cut this up too. This is the one that annoys me most. This one does not line up. Like, ew. Disgusting. Look at that gap. That's nasty. A tank should not have that. But if I get rid of this, I tested it. Like, if I get rid of it, it has enough space to, like... At least I think it looks better. Looks better. Maybe it doesn't, like, completely line up, but it'll be closer. And at least then I can be consistent and like line them up so they're all like the same. So, I have a Baneblade I was planning on painting for my Krieg army. Nice. Is it magnetized? No, I originally was going to magnetize this one, but it was preventing me from actually finishing it because I was getting a little bit like daunted by the prospect. And I was like trying to figure out how to do it. I mean, there's videos on how to do it, but like sitting down and doing it is a whole other story. So I ultimately decided I would rather have a finished Baneblade than a Baneblade that's not finished, with the potential for it to be an Octoblade. So I made the executive decision. Those grooves look like boxes are supposed to fit in, but they're too shallow. Yeah, so they would normally fit there, but from what I was hearing from people, this is an older sprue. So you know, after a while, molds just aren't as good as when they like first come like hot off the presses. So they'll degrade over time. So things won't fit as nice. And I'm picky. I might have to get the sandpaper. I think the file will take way too long. Unless I get a really close cut on here, which I could. This is probably my worst pair of snips. So maybe I'll go back and see if I can get a closer cut. Go. I've actually been really excited to put these plates on. I've been really wanting to do it for a while because lately it's just been like, oh, I can't put them on now. I can't even glue them on because they don't look right. Not lined up perfectly. Look, if I'm gonna complain about the hot dog mobile, for the Custodes, I gotta make this Baneblade look like really sexy, okay? This has gotta be the sexiest Baneblade you've ever seen. I'm really excited. I'm actually probably gonna post this on Twitter. Like, I don't ever post my minis. Maybe I posted one. I think I think last year I took a Sanguinius mini and I put it at the top of a Christmas tree. And I posted that, I think. I'm not sure if I posted or if it was just in the Discord server. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe some green stuff could help with that thing. We'll see. I've mutilated it, but we'll see. I might... If it bothers me enough, what I'll probably do for like this gap here, if there is a gap that bothers me, what I'd probably do is just paint white underneath in this track so it bothers me less, because the gold really stands out on its own. But I think if I did white underneath, I think I would be less bothered. That tank is a bona fide art piece. Well, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Will my files do what I need? I want this, the triangle. It'll also be good to scuff up the bottom so it glues right. Alright, it'll work. I can get it down. It doesn't take too much. Right. I'm like, I should turn this to you guys so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Yes, Rebel Devil, work on your stuff. Perfect time. This is the chill session where we get to just hang out, so it's the perfect time. Okay, I don't need my sandpaper. We're good. That should be fine. Look at that. That is so much. Oh. That fits so much better. Oh my, I'm so happy. I take a sip of my Code Red. If you had unlimited funds right to get an army right now, but was told it had to be Fantasy or AOS, which would it be? And why? I won't lie, because I think I would get it because it's really new and it looks awesome. Cathay. It looks pretty dang awesome. You know the giant clay statues? Guess what I would do? Marbleize it. Marble, marble, marble. So that's that's I would get Cathay probably. They just looks really nice all around, and it's been recently updated because I'm not super familiar with the armies and like all the little things you can get, but I have seen the Cathay. I think I heard they have different rules for the statues made of different materials. Yeah, like the clay or the stone. Like, yeah, they had two variants. They had like a clay version, and then one that was a more like, no, it was like a terracotta clay, and the other one was like a stone. Clay, stone, and jade. Yeah, mine would probably end up being stone for, like, you know, the marble. What is the breaking point for jade? Obviously, you're gonna tell me Aurelia, but, like, it's magical. It can probably take a couple hits. But, like, is jade really effective for a piece of armor? Like, can it take a hit? I'm just curious. I've not studied rocks. No, I think it's pretty brittle. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's like... I mean, you know, back to my previous statement, it's fantasy and you can just say magic and I will accept your answer, but that I was like, yeah. I don't think that would work really well. It's pretty brittle, more ceremonial by a quick Google. Or I have fake jade and mine broke. I assume because it was a crystal, it was like a precious stone, it was less likely to hold up. Jade is super fragile. It cracks if you drop it. Yeah, okay, good to know. That's what I thought. Alright. I'm so glad I didn't need my sandpaper. Sandpaper cigarettes. That was pretty good. I haven't done that in a hot second. That was really good. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, and we'll do these. Sorry for the absolutely irritating noise that is this sanding. In the next 20 minutes we should be done, hopefully. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to, like, do like this. So to answer your questions, because I wanted to finish the conversation about what fantasy army I would choose. I'm surprised. I am very surprised at seeing one of our Primarchs in the next Dawn of War. I was not expecting that. Which I do like the line. He's my second favorite Primarch, so I am interested to see what the story brings. And if they'll make a novel, I'll read the book for sure. Read The Lion and the Son of the Forest, it explains it. I did read that. That was like the first like Warhammer book I read. I'm specifically wondering with Cronus. I know how he gets there. I know he does his forest walking and he just shows up places, which is pretty cool, I won't lie. I just want more information other than just like, he's there. That's what I want to know, because like the Blood Ravens are there, but that doesn't mean the Dark Angels are necessarily there. I don't think it actually explains it. So I need more information when you say it explains it. Because all that book really does is say like, oh, here's a way he can get there. How many relics are there to tactically acquire? Shh, doesn't matter. Okay, I think that's fine. That one's not as like thinned out as the others, but yeah, so the issue with this piece is that the way this is built, you're limited on how you have that angle. So unfortunately, no matter what I do, I will always have a crack there. So to probably ease my sanity, I will probably just paint this little section like that grayish color, so I don't want to be upset with myself. Let's see. I have to make sure the colors around it look nice too, because these are more green versus the blue. OCD Aurelia, I don't have that. I won't claim that I have OCD. I think I just am particular, especially because I really want this to look nice. I want people to think highly of me. Like, wow, that Aurelia, she is a sure good tank builder. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you. So, yeah. Also, I think, let me see, how are we? It's been enough time. Chat, I have a surprise for you. I have a surprise for you. You guys ready? I have a surprise. I wanted to wait a little bit so we got into stream a bit more, so I wasn't like doing a little announcement. The dust is everywhere. I didn't want to do an announcement right at the beginning. I have a surprise. So, some of you may know, I am going on a little, it's not a break per se, but my streaming schedule is not consistent. So, there's a couple things that are going on. First, the first thing, we are going to have community game nights, movie nights, just community sessions. So, not this Saturday, but starting on the 13th, I think it's Saturday the 13th, we're going to start to do community stuff, community activities in the Discord server. So if you want to get in on that, there's a lot of fun stuff planned. The mods will be hosting it all. So you guys will be playing games, you guys will be like reacting and watching stuff, you guys will be doing a ton of different activities. This is to make up for any streams I just can't make happen. So that's the first thing. So keep an eye on the Discord and join if you want to be part of that, because we play Dark Tide, Space Marine 2. I know some people play Helldivers. There's some other games people have been getting into. It's a great place to go do that. The second thing, now this one is like the real surprise. I know I will be unavailable. I like to stream on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day to like hang out with people. That unfortunately cannot happen. That cannot happen this year. But I have something I would like to offer in exchange. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, I present you with this. I have made an STL of a skitter that you can make into a Christmas ornament. So if you have a 3D printer, you know someone with a 3D printer, I will be providing the STL file after stream in the Discord. So you can have your own skitter and paint the skitter. I painted this one gold because I like the gold. I need to fix a little bit because I was trying to paint it quickly, so it has a little bald spot, ignore it. But for those of you who just want to have a fun little craft, there's a skitter. A skitter that you can 3D print if you'd like. For free. I'm not gonna charge you or anything for it. You just have it for free. So, skitter. Have you finally managed to appease the machine spirit of your 3D printer? Not the resin one. The other one is fine. This one is PLA. PLA skitter. So, yeah. This is for you guys. If you want to make an ornament and put it on your Christmas tree, you'll have a skitter with you. So, that is a little surprise that I had. And I have to adjust the file a little bit, but you will have it after stream today. So yeah, there's this special little skitter that you can put on your Christmas tree. So that's it. It's really silly and really stupid, but I thought it would be funny. This is how I keep tabs on all of you. I'm like Santa Claus, but the skitters are my elves. It's like elf on a shelf. Skitter on what does skitter rhyme with? I don't know. I don't know what skitter rhymes with that works. But it's like elf on the shelf, but skitter on something else. So yeah. So you have skitter now. And skitter can watch you wherever. When I'm not around. Make sure you behave. So yeah, that's gonna be on the Discord server, so I'll have that available for you guys, so you can make your own. So if you do make some, post them in the Discord, and I will look at them, and I will love them, and I will cherish them. Okay, so we're going to skitters on a knitter. Yeah, I don't know. Isn't it like a spy network then? Yeah. Oh, what if it was? What if it was? Would you be upset? Skitters on the skitters are on Twitter. I feel like you should not give a skitter internet access. That was pretty clean though. Oh well, I'll sacrifice my eyes for the sake of a really clean cut. Ouch. Hit me, it hurt. Like stung my arm a little bit. Litter? Yeah, litter could work. Oh, did we decide? Okay, I feel like we've had this conversation before, but you know how you have your gaggle of geese, you have stuff like that. What is a group of skitters called? Because what, a group of ravens is a murder. What is a group of skitters? I feel like we have talked about this. A pretty of skitters. Oh my gosh. From one of my mods too. Crows are a murder. Sorry, my bad. Crows, a murder of crows. What is ravens then? Sorry, unkindness of ravens. Thank you. A scattering of skitters? I don't know. Do skitters? No, they do scatter. Thank you. I totally botched that. Thank you for correcting me. Dude, I'm never gonna find those pieces again. They definitely hit the ceiling. I'll do a little bit of sanding, but seems like the opposite of a grouping. Yeah, like if they're scattering, they're not really together anymore. But whenever you guys, like, that's how skitter, that's how the name happened. The ears of the skitter make it an elf on the shelf boss? No, heresy. Ban that guy. Ban that mod. It's okay, you can stay. That was a super chat, so thank you. That doesn't mean you can say whatever you want as long as it's in a super chat. If you say something bad, you say something actually bad, you will get bonked. Chaos of skitters. Yeah, I was thinking it might be chaos. A scurry of skitters. These pieces are now part of your house, part of the ship, part of the crew. Yeah, they're on the floor somewhere. Who knows where they went? Would that imply skitters are abhumans? Let's not think about that. Let's not think about that. A shenanigan of skitters? Yeah, they do cause a lot of mischief. Or a mischief of skitters? I feel like there's an animal out there that's already like a group of a particular animal is a mischief. I feel like there's already one that exists. Yeah, I thought mischief was taken. Can you find out who by? A haggle? I don't haggle. I don't really haggle. For a second I thought you were saying nag and I was like, oh. Magpies. Oh. A mischief of mice? Wait, magpies or mice or both have that? A thunder of skitters? We can't do thunder because I read the Aragon book series, and in the book series one of the characters came up with a thunder of dragons, and I can, like, they were like, oh, do you know what a group of dragons is called? And they were like, no. And they were like, oh, it's a thunder because that's what it sounds like when they're flying together. And this character made it up because dragons were pretty much extinct, so no one ever really like classified a group of dragons. So if the internet says dragons are flights, I disagree. I read Aragon and now I'm like, nope, it can only be that. A thunder of dragons I feel like is like too perfect. Like, not use it. A blunder of skitters? Feel like a shenanigan of skitters feels like the most appropriate. Yeah, we're getting this Baneblade done. Yeah, I feel like I can't go back. It is a Thunder of Dragons. It's just gotta be. As soon as you said Aragon, I remembered. Yeah, right? Like, that's legit. Whenever I talk about, like, what groups of animals, that is, like, one of the first things I think of. I think of Aragon. Thank you, Christopher Paolini. Okay. Now to lay these out. see what we can do here. Oh, this is a great time to use my camera because I can like look at how everything lines up without having to be directly over. Okay. So there's, I think intentionally there's supposed to be like a tiny bit of a gap between them, which I can be okay with if I did what I said I would do before, which is paint in between these little gaps. So what looks better? Okay, so guys, what looks better? We've got this, where there's a tiny gap here. So these two are pushed to their edges. So these go as far as I can. There's a tiny gap here, and a tiny gap here. Okay, so look at that. Let me know what you think of that. Okay, or we do this, where there's like no gap here and here. There's like a tiny, there's like the gap is here between these two pieces. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Like, does it look better when the plates are touching like that? Tank is so drippy. Thank you. Thank you. It is pretty dripped out. I'm very happy with it. Or I guess the third option is we have the gap back here, but I veto that one. I don't like that. When it's touching, it looks better. Okay, because I can manage the gap there, and it's harder to see overall. No gaps is how the heresy gets in. I barely see the gap. Well, there's no gap in this one. Yeah, the gap is here. It's a lot harder to see because of the guns and the way the tank sits. I can't really show it to you guys because these pieces will fall off. But the other one, the gap was like this big. Oh, no. The Aragon movie was terrible. Wait, have they made a show, or are they in the process of making a show? I didn't know that. Maybe I heard that somewhere, but I don't remember hearing that. It's for Disney Plus. I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll see. It could be just fine. I'm just not willing to pay for Disney Plus. It's so expensive. No thanks. Needs a tiny bit of a touch-up so it can fit perfectly. Well, I hope that he can keep a lot of his stuff in it, because I did enjoy the show. There's definitely, not show, books. There's some parts that get really slow. So I hope they find some, like, clever ways to, like, make things a little more engaging while keeping true to the source material. But if he's, like, if he's actively a part of it, that makes me feel better. Wasn't that the movie that had Avril Lavigne's song? Which song? I don't know which Avril Lavigne song you're discussing. Keep holding on. Hang on. I don't know if I feel like I know the song, but I just don't know what it sounds like. Okay. Spotify. Keep holding on. Hang on. I'm listening to it. recognize this song. No, I don't know this song. Alright, I will listen to that later. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. But that sounds like something I would listen to when I was like 13 years old. So, like, that just sounds like, I don't know, it feels like the vibe. Yeah, the wings were really good. Okay, guys, how do you say the dragon's name? Because when I read the books, I always was like, Saphira. How do you say the dragon's name? We're not talking about Lord of the Rings. We're not talking about The Hobbit. We're talking about Aragon. We're talking about Aragon. How do you say the name of the dragon? Saphira? Or Sapphira? Oh my gosh. You guys can't be taken seriously. Okay, we need to paint. That's what we're doing next. But hobbits, we're not talking about that. I asked about the name of the dragon from Aragon. Not about... I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like a dang American and you can't stop me. Smog. I'm gonna say it. That's how I've always said it. I don't care if you come after me. I'm gonna say it the same way. Okay. And we can apply paint generously. We don't need a super fine brush. That works. Let me get my shop towel. Saphira. Yeah, I always Saphira. Cause you could say it, yeah, like I always thought it was with fear, or the alternate ways you could say it, Sapphira, like a sapphire. Good name. It's a good name. Did you see the new Total Warhammer? My brain stopped working. New Total... Wait, Dino fan, say it again, please. I'm not sure what you're... Are you talking about Dawn of War? Or are you talking about Total War Warhammer? New Total... No, I have not seen that one. I have not seen that one. I used to call her Sapphira, because that's her name was translated to my language. Me, it's because in French sapphire is pronounced saphir or saphira. Okay, I think I said that right. Okay, stay open, please. Thank you. You don't need this base paint is like a butt, because it is always, every time I try to use it, it is so goopy, and I always have to like stir it with a stick. because it gets all clumpy. Okay. All right. Painting. Okay, so we have to do this part and then some of this area here. We don't need to do a lot, we just need to do enough so I'm not bothered. I think one coat will be fine. But yeah, it'll at least blend better than like the gold that's like peeking out of the cracks. Okay. No, like sapphire is pronounced sapphire. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I was sounding out the words and I was like, oh, so you mean this? Because FIR is fur, at least for me, so I was like, oh, okay. Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate it. Where did this line up again? Okay. We're just gonna do a little bit of a... Just gonna cover this area. All good. Hey, Zorn! Yes, I am winning. This is my Baneblade. I'm actually probably gonna finish it today. Maybe it won't be finished on stream, but all of the stuff will dry after stream. This is my... Let me show it off. I'm very proud of this concept. This is my Imperial Palace Stealth Baneblade. It's marble and gold, so it blends in with the Imperial Palace. It turned a little green due to an accident, but it's okay. It still looks awesome. And DinoFan, thank you for gifting a sub. So yeah, we're gonna finish it today. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I have some glaze I have to put on the back of this, so this will probably dry after stream, but everything else I think will be assembled. So yes, I cannot wait. I'm very excited. I hope you're doing well. I actually was going to send a message to the group chat because I realized we didn't reschedule because of holidays. So we need to do that. We need to do that thing because now that new Darktide class is out. I don't know if I'll play it, but it's out. Has it been parked so long people forgot it was a tank? I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. It's the whole point. It's supposed to be stealthy. And I feel like Rogel Dorn would have had one of these made, but this one is for me. This one was my idea. Okay. We're gonna do the other side too, while we're at it. Concept of marble and gold Baneblade that can only be camouflaged in the Imperial Palace? Yeah! Cause like, that was like my whole thing. I was like, what do I want to do? Because there's so many different like camo patterns and I was like, there's so many options. Like, what terrain do I want to go with? And then I forget what like made me think of it. I was like, why don't you like... What if it was like camouflaged in the Imperial Palace? And I was like, oh, that's freaking genius. So here we are. And we're almost done. We're almost done. It's been a long time. But I like to think it's a pretty unique concept. Bad guys aren't gonna know what hit them. Here. Not that anyone's ever gonna break into the palace. But you know, you can't be too careful. Ooh, man, my back. Imagine someone accidentally going inside thinking it's like a broom closet. You can't accidentally go inside a tank because it has 2 hatches. You can't accidentally. What broom closet has like goes down? A broom closet is like you open it like this. There's no way you can just get in it by accident. It's just not gonna happen. But the concept and the idea is comical. The Emperor's personal Baneblade? No, this is my Baneblade. My Baneblade. Okay, let me see if it covers up. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's much better on the eyeballs. These 2. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that is much better. See, you guys, you can't see it. It's just the angle, but that it is a lot harder to identify there is a gap. Less of an eyesore. So now we have those. So I need to make sure. Oh, does it look good from above? Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. That's frustrating, but this gap here, hang on, I'll let those fall. So it is painted. So there is a gap there. But like it's not gonna get any better. That's the best I can do. Considering like this will not physically allow me unless I decide I really want to shave. Okay, I could do that, but that would be a lot of work. Unless I wanted to shave a couple millimeters. What is that? 1, maybe 2 millimeters. Probably 1. Let me see. Hang on. We'll be precise here. 1 second. It's matte. It's probably fine. That's gonna be like 1 millimeter. Just eyeballing it. Good. But I don't know if I should. Is it worth it? Because it would mean I have to sand this whole section. It's a thought. The thought, to be sure. Let me check, see which combination of plates looks best. It's gonna be something like this. Be like that. That. This goes together. Okay. I'd say it looks good now. Yeah, honestly, if I spend more time, like, this will not get done because I would have to probably get a tool to make this faster. Because I'd need something to just kind of grind it. It wouldn't take long, but it won't get done today if we do it like this. Those two look good together. These look good together. Don't line up the best, but you know, it's the best it can be. So this, and what was that? Book, okay. Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna be off camera because it requires some. That. There's this. Okay. So the issue here is that we just need to. There's this edge where they meet. That's just got to be whitish. Once we do that. Yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. We need to use some paint to get these edges all prettied up. And that would be these and these. Okay. Hello. We're not gonna do it like solid white. We're just gonna do like, oh, come on. Let me shake this up again. Already drying out this paint. Okay. Those Baneblade panels look so good. I'm currently doing like 10k point Chaos Knights army. Holy cow. It's red and gold marble. It's rough out there. Dang, that is that's a lot. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of minis. I am a huge fan of the marble though, so good luck. I'm kind of curious what your marbled army looks like. Got a Discord if you want to post them there. I'm kind of curious. Just gonna do a little. I don't want to make it all white. I want it to be more white than it was before. There you go. Oh, this paint. So annoying. Whoop! I'm dropping things. Dropping things. There, that'll look better. Ooh, hang on. All right. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. I'm out of code red. Big sad. We will persist. Okay, this is gonna be longer than I thought it was gonna be. I was like prepping for stream. Okay, the stream won't be very long. I've only got like a couple things to do, but like as I'm going through stuff, I'm like, oh no, there's more stuff to do. Like, oh, I gotta paint this little bit of trim here. And this, like, I wasn't accounting for this. Like, oh. So I was like, oh, I've got some tiny detailing stuff I need to do. That shouldn't take me too long. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. There. And then how did we set up these? This one. There. Oh, no, I think we flipped this. Yeah, it was like that. Okay. Once we get these on, we can glue them. And then we'll paint some other pieces. And maybe finishing touches, I might do finishing touches off stream, but there's some spots that like the gold got overwhelmed by the white or something, and I just need to patch those up. Do a little bit. That's too watery. Okay. These are gonna go on the bane blade in a second. We've gotta do a tiny bit of little tiny dots here. Sorry, we're locking in today. I gotta get this done. Okay. Ooh. We will be locking in tomorrow with that long stream. Well, it's not going to be that long of a stream. Like I've done longer streams. Like that's 3 hours of videos, but like that's going to be fine. It'll end up being like about probably 4 or 4.5. That's not like that's not going to be difficult. Like, I'll probably have to go up, like, go to the bathroom at some point, but, like, it's not gonna be... You guys made it seem like, oh, man, it's gonna be, like, so much, like... Can she even do that? I'm like, I've done longer streams. I just need to go to the bathroom at some point. 5-hour stream, it can't be 5 hours. I have things to do. But it will be... Like, I will, like, we're gonna watch all of that. Ye of little faith. Didn't think I could handle that long of a stream. Like, what? I have faith it'll just be long. Yeah, but not that long. $10-hour stream, not tomorrow, no. What's the stream tomorrow? We're watching the last 2 episodes of Hunter the Parenting. 5.1 and 5.2. 5.2 is like 2.5 hours, and 5.1 is like 40 minutes. Longest stream was like 10 hours. That sounds right. 10 to 12 hours is when I was on the front page of Twitch. For 8 of those hours. Yeah, no, the series isn't over. That is a fair clarification. Series is not over. Those are just all the available episodes we can watch. Yeah, 10 to 12 hours. Because before that, for like a birthday stream, I'd done 8 hours or something like that. 6 to 8. At least 113, if anything, but I don't think we pushed beyond that. No, yeah, we haven't done that yet. I kind of have, like, obligations and things to do, and my parents would be concerned if I didn't pick up their phone calls after that amount of time. They'd wonder what was going on, to say the least. I'll let those sit while we glue the other side. And then this one had... Yes, like that. Okay. That's what bathroom breaks are for? Yes and no, but like, they'll still wonder why I couldn't be reached for several hours at a time. Let me see. Why didn't you pick up the phone, aliens? Yeah, they wouldn't believe that. They wouldn't believe that. I don't know what they think I do for a hobby. It'll be quite a surprise. I think it'll actually make some sense. They'll be like, oh, I see. I see. Like that, it makes some sense why there were some gaps. Fingered it? No. No. 1 second. Read books? I mean, I do read books. I did do a lot of that when I was a kid, so yeah, but the part where I don't pick up for several hours, they'd be like, that's sus. See, man, the only downside is that this turned more green. And this is more blue. So I'm like, but this side is also still like blue. It's not really consistent. Well, that's okay. That's okay. You live and you learn. Listening to an audiobook might work. Well, not if it's attached to your phone and they call and you don't answer. That makes it hard. Kind of hard to ignore that. And it looks good. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I am happy with how it's turning out. It just, I wish the colors were a little more consistent. That the blues were blue, that that they didn't turn too green. I don't know why some of them are more green than blue. Other side. And if I ever feel the need to change this so there's no gap, the good thing about with Tamiya, it's not permanent. So if I put enough force on it, it'll break and not completely damage the model. Curious how you're doing the marble effect. Looks really cool. I did it with a air gun. So you do primer in whatever color you want the marble to mainly be. So white, and then you do streaks of like your secondary colors, so gold, and I use like a pearlescent black gray, And then you take a makeup wipe, you stretch it out when it's wet, but when it dries, you wrap it around each piece. And then you airbrush your solid color over the top. So I did white again, change the position of the makeup wipe, and then I did like a pearlescent, so it had like a shine to it. Yeah, difficult to make it consistent since the oxidation was accidental. True dat. Okay. Yee. Oh, no. These will stay loose though, because we can't really, like, you know, if you want them to swivel. So here, let's look at the sides. Okay. Very nice. Fancy, I'm impressed. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, okay. Okay. Now, so we're gonna set these off to the side because we need to do, so if you want to see what it looks like so far, all together. Oh, I'm looking at it on the OBS. Ooh. That's pretty cool. You always magnetize them later. Stop with the magnetization. It's not going to happen. If I magnetize anything, I'm never gonna get it done. I won't get it done. I'm not gonna magnetize it for the sole purpose of it will not ever get finished. Okay, we're gonna glue some of these main pieces down. So yeah, this is like, I gotta sand some of this down. There's that. We've got this. We've got, oh no, don't fall in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna glue these down because I'm not gonna do anything with that. No, that's being deceitful. It's deceptive if I'm saying it's magnetized. It's really not. So I gotta finish painting that. Oh, did the glaze? Oh, there you go. Okay. I was like, did the glaze freeze that in place? Which is not a big deal. That thing's not gonna move. That. This I didn't put a glaze on. I need to do that. That goes there. Nope, it's this one. So here, we'll put it together for like how it looks at the moment. Ah! I'd have to glue that again. That one, maybe I will super glue it. Super glue it is. All right, shake a shake. Squirt. All right, we gotta sit here for a second while I do this. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, I'm very happy. I think what I'll probably just have to do off stream is probably just little touch-ups, like the areas where like the gold got lost. Like in some of this, it's like, okay, add a couple extra dots, touch up a bit of the glazing. I mean, the glaze on the back will do tonight. Really does look good. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Not that I think this is gonna go anywhere on Twitter or X, but like it would be really cool if it did, because I really like this concept. And I'm excited that it's like coming together. A tank so clean I could have a 3-course meal and not leave a crumb. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's gorgeous. Get it done if you want. Try the magnets. Yeah, well, I think if I was gonna do magnets, I would get another Baneblade. I would... Since this is like the second mini I started assembling, I would be like, okay, these are the lessons learned, and I would do the next Baneblade differently. And it would be like, okay, here's an improvement between this Baneblade and the other one. You gotta go, sorry, Baneblade looks amazing. Don't apologize. Go do things. Go do things. Catch you later, Ryan. Okay, so that should be good. I won't press on that for a little bit. Okay. Just gonna set it there. E. Okay. So we won't put the ladder on. I have to double check that this is the order in which you glue things. We have another gun. Where's the gun? It's over here in this bag. So those I have to put in place. And then there's a couple little accessories. But that gun has to go on, and then the back here. I'll have to figure out how I want to glue this on. Like with super glue, because that's got to go there. Hey, Froggy! Yeah, why are you awake? It's like 3 a.m. Like 3 a.m. your time. There was no collab scheduled or planned. I don't know. I don't know what Froggy would do to participate in the Baneblade, because it's pretty much almost done. It's shiny. It's worth it, honestly. It being blue, I'm kind of okay with it now because of, like, I'm sorry. Look at how shiny that is. You've never seen a Baneblade this shiny, mainly because it would be terrible tactically speaking. But in the Imperial Palace, Baneblade has to be shiny. So, we're mostly there. We are mostly there, I think, chat. We just need to do some touch-ups. Looks cool, I do like that color. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna take everything off. It's just a lot of the gold detail now. I guess we're just taking this whole thing off. I gotta glue some of these pieces in. Right, there we go. Yeah. You go there. Gotta glue these down. That's the next step. Okay. I figure out why this piece sticks up the way it does. It's probably because I got some glaze in the crack. I did. I drank too much Code Red. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, well, what if we were like, we powered through and we made it work and we got the Baneblade done and then we went to the bathroom after stream. But I think it'll be more time than I was expecting. It's been a while since I checked on my lemon tank. It's dumb. Okay. Okay, so I can glue. I feel pretty confident gluing this down. I have no intention of opening this ever again, so we're just gonna use Tamiya for this. One sip is too much Code Red. Mods, get that guy. That's my favorite that's my favorite Mountain Dew, sir. You cannot just say heresy like that in my chat and expect to walk away. You can't. You just can't. I don't know. You need to There we go. Like, it's crooked. No. Okay. They got it. They bonked him. They bonked him. That should teach you, sir, not to spout heresy in my chat. So this needs a little bit of TLC so I can get those to sit. They're a little thick. Okay. Does that fit better now? They're like little fat little knobs. They just don't want to sit as nice. Why did I paint this? I spent so much time painting this interior only for me to cover it up with this hatch. Because I have no intention of doing cool things with paper clips to actually make it hinge open. It's like, nope, not worth it. Not gonna do it. Okay. It makes you feel better knowing you did it. That is true. You're right, that is true. And it's not just gray, yeah. This one will be pretty easy. That one goes there. When it'll be finished, I'll send pictures of the one my friend has. When the Baneblade is finished, I'll send the pictures to one of my friends that has a Custodes army. I think he'll be very jealous. Yes. 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 If you're not in Baneblade, you're doing well. Just trying to finish my second carnivore. Yes, it is. It is all going well. Those are all going down. I need to put glaze on this, but I think I could probably get away. I'm missing this little, there's like a little arch piece that's supposed to go here. And I think I threw it out on accident when I was cleaning up my sprues. So now I don't have it. And I'm like, aw, that kind of sucks. So, I'm probably just gonna have to leave it as is. I should put glaze on it first. So. There's that. We'll set this down here while everything dries. I gotta check the book. I can probably glue these down now. One moment, I need to go grab the book. It's in the box. And then yeah, I think the answer is I should go to the bathroom. Maybe it's under the curtains. No, when I was getting the final pieces for the tank, I was like, oh shoot, I got rid of the sprue like a while ago. But I went through and I clipped everything, but it's such a tiny piece. This wasn't from earlier. It definitely wasn't from earlier. Turret. Okay, yeah, my configuration is correct. Great, good. Good. Okay. Well, let me make sure the orientation is right, though. Critical. Okay, I might have to, so this one is probably gonna go more, yeah, like that, because the gun goes on the front and you need it to... Okay. Maybe I'll glue the gun on first, before I glue that down. And this, I just need to paint gold. Okay, but we are gonna go with it. That's the only way we can do this well. So, golds. So this is for gold on this. And then these are all of our extra bits and bobs. Not this, we don't need this. So this is gonna go here. We gotta do some gold on that. These are done. These are done. This could probably be glued in now. I'm breaking things. I'm breaking things. Yeah, that can go in now. Love that Baneblade. I too have started painting some vehicles, though unlike you, I didn't think to do her Raider and Ravager and sub-assemblies. Well, okay, I wouldn't say you're an idiot for that, because I did mine this way because I wanted the marble effect, but it has created problems down the line that I now have to, like, deal with. So, to each their own, really, but I wouldn't say you did it, like, wrong. No, please go to sleep. If do not feel like you need to stay up to watch stream. It's okay. I will be here. The VOD will be here tomorrow. Murdering that paint. So don't you worry. You do not need to apologize to me. You get the sleep. That is very important. Oh wait. I'm going to the bathroom. Cat, you make sure this dries, okay? And then we're gonna do some gold. I need purple on this. Or maybe I should do a different color now. I was gonna do purple because it was gonna be my Baneblade, but now with the blue, I don't think purple is the right color for this. So think about, brainstorm actually. So this part goes here. Voila. I was gonna make it purple because it would fit my colors, but at this point it probably shouldn't be purple because the tank is pretty much blue/green. So you guys come up with colors and I will be back. We're gonna do gold on these, gold. This one is pretty much done. I might do a touch up, but we are in the home stretch, as they say. Marble. We can't do marble. It's not gonna get done tonight. Anyways, watch this. Make sure it dries. And if anyone comes in, tell them about my tank. Beautiful. Alright, I'll be back. have returned. One second. Wolfendart, are you talking to me when you say that? I have a question. We agree with marble? Is that true? Is that true? I'd say white since it's a spotlight. Shadow, you're the only one who's like... Someone said white. You're the only one who said marble. You're lying to me. Okay. There you are. White is probably the best. Okay, I can do white, but I'm not doing marble because that requires me to go out and get out the thing again. Amber? Interesting. I hadn't thought about amber. Like a specific shade of amber? I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of curious. Okay, Okay. We have gold things to paint. So let's paint them. File can go away. I don't think I need to file anything else. A bright amber? Can one of you guys send me an example of what a bright amber is? Because that's like yellow to me. No, amber is yellow, but I'm just trying to get a gauge on what you're trying to... Like a sunflower type shade? Is that what we're getting at? Isn't amber just like another goldish color? Yeah, it is, but it's not metallic. Kind of like the color of your eyes. I could... Okay. I just don't know if it would stand out amongst the... Like, it'd have to be kind of brighter. I will think on this. We gotta do... Really, we just kind of need to do the outside of this. I don't really need to get into the tiny little cracks. And I'm not thinning my paints. You know, I'm going to say this now. I'm not thinning my paints because when I first started this project, I was very new to painting. And I didn't thin the gold that I used to accent the tank. So I am staying consistent and just sticking with the... not thinning. So if anyone sees this later and they're offended, that's why. This is why it is this way. Gold. Is it crazy to just leave it gold? I mean, I don't. It would look weird if it was, because here's the picture. Here's the picture. So it is a different color. So actually I might. We are gonna sand this down a little bit more. This got messed up, so this little section here, I tried to take the paint off and it just didn't go well. So we're just gonna deal with it. Fine. But hear me out, gold. I don't have another shade of gold that I think will look good. Boop. Almost knocked that over. That would not have been fun. White, amber, maybe light blue. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards going white. Keep it simple. I'm not gonna do like the fancy stuff and do like the shading so it looks like a searchlight. I'm not gonna do that. It's too much for me. My brain cannot handle it. That's good. Okay. Now we get the little brushes out. Excuse me. We do the guns. Getting this guy done. I'm glad I'm not the only one who wears the black nitrile gloves and painting. Getting paint over your fingertips sucks. Well, it's not really that. It's just because I'm gonna be using which I guess I didn't need to put this on right away. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm using a gloss and I really don't want that on my fingers. So like there's a couple things I'm gonna gloss here in a little bit, or like put a varnish on, and that would be just kind of annoying. It's annoying to get on your hands. That's mainly why I use it, but for regular painting, I usually don't, if I'm being honest, which I am. So I was just like, oh, I just put them on prematurely because I was like, oh, I wasn't sure what order I wanted to do things in, and then once I got going, I was like, well, I'm just not going to take them off. They're already here. Guess we're committing. I don't know why, but you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, is stuck in my head. I have no idea why, because it's not like we've been talking about anything remotely Christmas related, but it's stuck in my head. I'd love to see your source. I'd love to see your source, Revan. Source citation is needed, okay? I'm curious. Because I don't know the answer to that, actually. So I am curious to know if Custodes can see in the ultraviolet. Now I feel like a freak. Well, okay, whoa. First off, back it up. Back up. I just said I don't normally do it, and you're like, I'm a freak because I wear the gloves. No, settle down. Settle down. That was a, you just fell right off the cliff, my guy. Whoa, that was a lot all at once. I bet you there are other people who wear gloves. Interesting when you're limited to like different colors for the gun, so you're like, oh, okay, what are my options? It's like gold or gold. You have to make it look good with like two colors. Yep, we're in the final stretch. We are in the final stretch, boys. Got to do some gold detailing, paint something white, and then we will start assembling again. And yeah, then it's pretty much we do the last bit of like a gloss. So it won't be complete, it'll be complete in like 12 hours. But after that, the Baneblade will pretty much be done. I've worked so long on it. I should do a total, figure out how many hours I've spent on the Baneblade just in streams, because I've definitely spent more time off stream working on it. There's a lot of stuff. But I am happy with how it has turned out. Not a perfect paint, to be sure, but one to be proud of, in my opinion. You know, Wolfen, I don't really do well with head pats. Don't really do well with head pats. Just letting you know. And only my dad gets to say that to me. Only my dad gets to call me that. I don't let anyone else call me that. Just keeping you informed. And don't get weird about it either, because it's not in that way. I was always a good kid growing up, so... Maybe it wasn't that phrase exactly, but only my dad can say something along those lines. Anyone else, it's heresy. Do you have a Blood Angel Dreadnought? I do. He didn't turn out the way I wanted him to. I know how I would do his stuff better. But that's okay. Yeah, I do have one. He's okay though. The paint I use, the paint is too thick. Way too thick. Will you be making a gingerbread knot for Christmas? Man, that's such a good idea. I wish I didn't have stuff. I wish I didn't have stuff to do. Oh my gosh, a gingerbread knot. Oh my gosh. Symbiote, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for... Oh, I wish I wish I could do that. I would totally make one on stream. I'd have to like really plan. Dude, that's a wonderful idea. Dang it! I really wish I was going to be, like, I could, like, guarantee my availability. Because I would totally stream it. Totally make one. That's an amazing idea. Gingerbread knot. I think someone's already suggested that. That's probably true. It's probably true. It's just been a hot minute since I heard that suggestion. Okay. Okay, we're gonna paint this box. The box ammo tin. Beautiful. Okay. Gun done. And then, oh, we gotta do this gun. Let me do the other side of this thing. Did I pretty much get it all? I think it was just one area that was like not as even as the others. Yeah, I think it's good. We're good now. But this, I think... Oh no, it's this. It's this guy on here. Here, hang on. You gotta pull this off because this barrel piece, it faded because I was holding it a lot when I was airbrushing. Go, I think I don't need to do the top there. Okay, good enough. We'll let that sit before I glue that on, which won't take very for that to dry. Greetings from Shorehammer. Where's Shorehammer? That looks so cool. Is the marble is it a marble look or painted metal? It's marble. Here you go. I'll here. Gotta hold this down. Marble. I'm almost done. We're finishing it today. There we go. Looks like a disc jockey. Okay, that is... Did I paint that? I did, and I'm touching it. I was like, did I paint that? I don't remember. How did you do the effect? Airbrushing. Airbrushing. That's clever. Anyways, what was I saying? Airbrushing. And makeup wipes. I took a makeup wipe and I like stretched it out, and then once it dries you wrap it around the piece that you want to look marbly, and then you spray it over it. Alright, gold on this. This is unreal. This doesn't feel real that I'm actually going to be finishing this here in a second. Not a second, probably another 30 minutes, but I couldn't find another barrel tip, so that you see how the barrel's messed up. I couldn't find another tip. So the only thing I can't do, honestly, you can do, if it's, are you saying skill, or you just don't have like the equipment for it? Because I think either is fair. But it doesn't take too much. Like the paint, depending on what paint you use, and like when you thin it down, haha. When you thin it, you just follow the instructions at what, like, PSI, and you just be really careful to like be lighter on the paint, because the issue with my dreadnought was that I was too thick. But you can do really thin ones with just a tiny bit of practice. Like, you don't need too much practice, if I'm being honest. We'll use this brush. But you're 100% capable of doing it, if you have the equipment. If you don't, well, that makes it difficult. Kind of hard to see with the light. Lean over. Equipment or knowledge on how to use said equipment? Okay, yeah, that's fair. If equipment is kind of what's keeping you in the way. basically air compressor. And then like there's a couple fittings you need to use the air compressor so it attaches to the hose. And then the gun, the air gun, is just a little trigger. It has a little pot that sits on top of it. You take the paint and you mix a little bit of water or like a thinner in it, and the compressor forces air into this little kind of area. So if this is your needle, basically the paint flows down into your airbrush, and the air basically it pressurizes it so it comes out in a fine mist at the end of the needle. So it's about how much like how much pressure there is, and then how much like force you apply to the trigger to release said pressure. Just want to say your background music is so cool, kind of sounds like the bolt gun main menu music. Iron Wizard, you have made my day. I got this music commissioned by Stringstorm. Don't have a name for it, but I told them I wanted it to sound like bolt gun, like a little bit more of like an upbeat kind of fun bolt gun music. So thank you. That is like the highest compliment, because that is exactly what I wanted when I got it commissioned. I love the music. I don't know if I ever had blow markers. I don't know if I know what you're talking about. But that was a very quick explanation. I bet you there's someone who could explain it better and more thoroughly than me. That's just, you know, real quickly explaining how it works. That's commission. Yeah, you can commission people to make music. It's awesome. I definitely did not do it myself. One second. So sorry, I'm not as chatty tonight. I was very chatty on Wednesday. Just vibing. We're getting our minis painted. So if you need to paint your minis or build your minis or do something with your minis, or heck, even if you need to do laundry, now's the perfect time. We're just chilling. And see, this is where painting with gloves is I find annoying, because they get up around my finger. Locked in, yeah. Locked in. Yeah. Otherwise the glove gets in the way. Portions of this. We'll do one side. Means you need smaller gloves. Well, they're kind of like, they're already kind of tight as it is, like, so I feel like if I went like a size down, they'd be uncomfortable, because these are like, I think these are mediums or something. I think if I went a size down, they'd be like too tight, and then my hands would be so sweaty after the fact, which, you know, is not a big deal. It's not like I'm shaking any hands after this, but like, I'd have to see, but you know, you have to get through all the gloves first before you can buy another pack. I'm gonna just let that sit for a sec. We'll glue some things while we wait for that to dry. Close that up. Cutting up some popsicle sticks to rebase your Necrons. Nice! Good plan. Okay, we can start gluing these. I wanted to glue the gun. Oh no, this is done, so I can actually do that thing. Okay, so I need to glue the latch. The hatch. The hatch has a latch. You guys know the meme? Do you feel bonita? I feel bonita. And that's how I feel like as a girl painting the like Warhammer tank, like this really like shiny, glorious marbled Baneblades. Like, do you feel bonita? I feel bonita. Wonderful, because you look bonita. That's what it feels like, because it's a very non-traditional tank. And that's just what it feels like to me. Okay. I don't know, I guess that's just my opinion. That's how I feel when I do a paint, like a scheme like this. Like the Custodies, like, okay, those are like standard, but this one is like, this one's special. The triple big beautiful Baneblade. This part, I don't know why they did it like this. Like, this is annoying to glue. Sometimes it's good to break the tradition. I feel like when you're painting minis, it's kind of like whatever your like artistic preference is. I don't think you like, because they're minis, it is kind of like a form of like artistic expression. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. So I think it's really fun. Yes, have a very good night. Enjoy yourself. Feels like it fits in 40k, very extravagant and extra. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It was definitely something that I was pretty excited to try out when I first came up with the concept. Like, oh, well, I have to do this now. Like, I can't not do it. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm willing to go far to make it work. Press this down. It's your army, you ought to paint it your way. That's true, that's true. If you want your army to look a certain way, you can like definitely paint it however you want it painted. This little bit there. Ooh, my fingers, I can't. There we go. Doesn't sit as nicely. Like that. Ah, no, it's off-centered. No, stop. Okay, just there, okay? Ugh, I don't think that's gonna be quite the way I want it to, but whatever. Plus Riven looks good on the tabletop. Yeah, I don't know if this will go on the tabletop though. I feel like when I post this to the Twitters, it'll inevitably be like, yeah, I don't think I can play with this in person. I think that's just how it's gonna be, and you know what, that's okay. It's just the situation we're in. You get in there, please? Thank you. Man, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, I'm so excited. Okay. I can glue this one down. I think to go. Should probably play against other VTubers. I do. Actually, I do play against other VTubers. Yeah, you missed it. Last week, I played Orc versus Orc with my friend Froggy. I do like to play the Warhammer. I do need to update my my Twitch about section, because I only say I've played one game, but I've actually played probably half a dozen now. Half a dozen games on Tabletop Simulator. Lock in there. Okay. Yeah, and against Zorn. Yeah, Zorn is the other person that you're right. I typically play against Froggy, so I wasn't thinking about Zorn, but yes, I have played with Zorn as well. If you wanted to use the Baneblade, oh, you're saying like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, I could bring it to like another place and then like play with them there. No, okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. I understand now. Thank you for the clarification. The gun is already being over. Yeah, I did get thrashed by the guard. Yeah, that was pretty bad. My friend beat the crap out of me. Remember the green text story about the guy who added special sauce to his Death Guard paint? I wouldn't worry about the Baneblade being too sparkly to use if aesthetics are your reason. Oh, no, it's purely just because it's it's my Imperial Palace Stealth Baneblade. It's 9 times now on the tabletop. I wouldn't know. I don't keep track anymore, so I take your word for it, Shadow. As one of my mods as one of my mods in this situation, because I don't always trust my mods to be honest with me. I mean, it's the regular mod streamer relationship. But I do trust you on that. I'm always honest. I don't think people agreed to marble earlier. Who's there? Getting so inspired to continue my tank companies. Yes, do it. Do it. This is supposed to inspire you to work on your minis. This is the perfect time. These chill sessions. We're chilling and we're working on our minis. We're being productive together. whether that's minis, laundry, or something else. Oh, no, you stay. Need you to stay. Hang on, I gotta sit here for a second while this goes. Got a Typhon to paint, Land Raider, Healers, and Prometheus. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. It's already tipping over. See, it's like, I don't like the design that they used for this. It's kind of bad. Like, you really have to, like, sit here and make sure it, like, stays, but it's on a corner. A very bad design, this little gun here. I'll straight up say it, it's bad. It's not a very good design. My Stormlight minis are staring at me half painted. I broke when trying to do stained glass. Oh. Yeah, that's difficult. That would be difficult to do. I can't imagine. That's very fun once you get going. Okay, see, look at this. Well, it just like, sad. Sad looking gun. We're just gonna have to super glue it because the Tamiya is not going. And I made sure to keep that area clear of paint. Did the stained glass ever get finished? Oh, the other one? No. I want to do more painting. I want to do more painting. I didn't like how it turned out. Okay, we gotta sit here for a little bit because now it's the super glue. The Tamiya usually takes a little bit. But this I'll sit here for. So once we get these glued on, gotta glue on that. And then we just have to glaze. To me, it does not like any paint in there. Yeah, it's been fine though for like a couple other ones, but even before when I was messing with this, this is a bad design. The main draw of the hobby for me, I love making stuff, but there's so many rabbit holes to go down: kit bashing, painting, basing, terrain making. Yeah, I don't know if I have a brain for like kit bashing. I kind of like to build like as the instructions indicate. Like, not saying I couldn't. I just don't find as much joy in it as other people do. It's just not for me. I'm so happy. It's really coming together. I really want to get into 3D printing. It's fun to 3D print, but it's just so frustrating. There is a learning curve. And it does not like you. Not you specifically, just the learning curve is just really frustrating when it comes to resin printing. Even when you think you've got it all figured out, the machine will rebel. Okay, almost done here. A couple little... And I gotta look at this one up close. Go. I'm glad the lurk command works. It's really weird. When I share chats with people, my lurk command like just doesn't work. It's not happy. Kind of weird. Look forward to hunting the parenting tomorrow. It's gonna be wild. Yeah, I have some thoughts. There's some stuff that I was that like because it was just kind of like crazy and in the moment I was like, what is going on? Like my brain, I was like, oh wait, there's still some stuff that we need answers for. And like I was just like so just like flummoxed, like watching it. I was like, oh shoot, there's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about, because there are things that we need answers to. Come on, get in there. Man, that is a loose fit. Dude, that is really loose. I'm gonna put it all in here. That is wiggly. If I was Ghoul, I would be really happy right now since they seem to have forgotten about that. Well, we don't know that. They kind of are, everyone's all like, oh. But I would be pretty happy, I do agree. More likely to slide under the radar that way. Good. We need to paint this in the grayish white. I think I'm done with this gold. If anything, that'll just be for touch-ups later, but you guys don't need to see that. Oh, that is the wrong... This is the paint water. That's the glue water. Yeah, the gaming podcast one was a little odd. Didn't really know what was going on there. It's okay. Okay. That is white. Yeah, that'll look good. Mm-hmm. My eyeballs hurt. Oh, tired. I was just like, squinting at parts. These little tiny pieces. That dry. Do you guys, okay, question. Do you guys really want to see me apply the gloss to the back of this? Or will you guys be content if I glue everything together and then I just do the gloss after stream? Like, is it a requirement that you, because I'll do this today. Like, I want to make a post this weekend about the Baneblade. Is it a problem if you don't see this happen, but will you trust me that the Baneblade is getting finished? I just want, you know, I want some thoughts, because I can do it. And I will get it done tonight because I'm motivated. But I would like you know, just some confirmation from you guys. I also have to do a quick little thing while you guys answer me. Oh. The drill bit's not... Okay. One moment. Oh, they're in that other box. Okay, I'm not gonna dig through that. Okay. One moment. I have, a thing I need to do. We're gonna take these off. I just want to see the finished blade of Bane. Okay, it'll pretty much be finished. It's just like at this moment, like the glaze I'll add afterwards. I just can't, once I put the glaze on, it's hard to handle the tank. Because then I'll be touching the back and I don't want to touch it. We trust you? Okay. I will post pictures. So this is a little hand Dremel. So when I was doing the glaze on this little portion of the tank, this is where the ladder goes. It gums up this cavity. There's a little tiny hole there, so I gotta do that. That's all I need. I just need it to stick. Done. Yeah, I kind of call it glaze, the varnish, gloss, what a bunch of different. That's done. I recommend, if there is something that you are saying that is getting blocked by the auto mod, I would take a hint and stop saying it. Just putting that out there. There's the ladder. Is that an electric pin vise? It is, what do they call it? Ah! I dropped it. It's a mini engraver, but I don't use it for engraving. I use it for, like, tiny drill things. That's what I use it for. Okay. This'll go in place, so we're just gonna stick it there. I'm liking the brass or perhaps copper. My eyes suck. It's gold. It's just the lighting's a little weird. But thank you. Okay. Oh, that one doesn't go there. The only downside that I don't like is that these fall off, because like if you want them to spin and turn, like if you want to pose it, like just doesn't work well for that. Okay. Oh, this has got to go in. No, it's also, it does look very brass or copper on OBS. Like on my screen, yeah, it does look very coppery. So that's probably not just a you thing. And especially next to the blue, it'll make it look more like that color. You need eat boss eat. I need to eat dinner. That's what I gotta do. All right, that's glued. So the only thing, we gotta set this up. that. The last thing we need to do, I feel like I should do it while it's sitting here, is the back. But it doesn't line up quite nicely, and this is what it says, the downside about us not assembling it first, that this is gonna be kind of annoying. They don't think it'll look right. This is part of the band. Picture time. Yeah, it is there in the back. If you don't plan on using it for tabletop, why magnetize it? Just to say that I did. For clout. If you want to say it like that, for clout, because I was like, oh, I could be super cool and magnetize it, and just like people like, oh, what kind? I'm like, all of them, and I could be super cool, but did not go the way I intended. Okay, we'll do, we're gonna do super glue on this because I don't know how else I'm gonna get it to stay on. But I should, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take it off because I don't want the, and I'll glue this down later. I just want to make sure for this last bit. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Oh shoot, I need to put gloss on this one. And that one. Oh goodness, I didn't realize I didn't have that. Okay, well, we'll do that. I will apply that. Okay. I see it just doesn't fit as nice. I'm just gonna sit here. Yeah, I guess I gotta do those. Good thing I'm not gluing this down yet. Let's see. If you ever don't get to use it, be prepared. If you ever do get to use it, be prepared. Bane blades are strong. At Thanksgiving, I love that. We had 5 Bane blades of different variants face off against the store owner's Warhound Titan. The Titan died in 1 round from just 2 of the Bane blades firing. Wow. Dang. Okay. That seems good. Let me close everything up so there's nothing that gets spilled. That would be very tragic. Everything off to the side. Gotta clean some of this stuff later. Use this. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have been waiting for. Oh my gosh.
Bane blade!
You were waiting for that. Bane blade! I gotta hold it down a bit.
Bane blade! It is the Bane blade!
is finish. Finite.
It is the Bane Blade! I want to put the snow.
It is beautiful. It is glorious. She's beauty and she's grace. Look at that. Your memes are blocking my Baneblade. How dare you? How dare you?
It is the Bane Blade!
Looks wonderful. Thank you. I'm very happy. It turned out. Oh, that didn't happen. I gotta figure out if I should just glue this. Oh, Karsteny, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Big, beautiful Baneblade. Yeah, I'm not gonna glue those. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. I know they're meant to rotate. I just, when I hold it and pick it up, it falls. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy. I feel like I need to get art with me sitting on the Baneblade. Okay, next thing I gotta do. Need some magnets. Oh, that's a good point. I guess I do have little magnets. I could magnetize after I've glued it all down. I will think of something. We'll get art now that the Baneblade is complete. And if I do get the art, should I make it with the slightly blue tinted tank? Should we do blue, or should it be as the tank was intended? As the God Emperor intended. No, wait, no, the Man Emperor. I'm gonna post pictures and put it on the internets. Very clean. Now to deploy it. It will be deployed in the palace. I'm so happy. It looks so good. It looks so good. I couldn't have asked for a better tank, and I thank you. I don't know. I think it was an anonymous person who gifted this to me, but thank you for gifting me this big, beautiful Baneblade. It is quite nice. Yeah, I think it was an anonymous gifter. But thank you. She is beautiful. She is beautiful. And I owe thanks to another VTuber friend, Mia Wabel, because I saw her painting a tank and I was like, dude, I should get back and do my Baneblade. So I will reach out because she has inspired me. Now I head to work. I'm glad I saw this. Yeah, good luck. In my finest Templar mind, that is holy. It is a relic. He's beautiful. Oh, and look, the shine. I'm sorry. It was so worth it turning blue. That is the shiniest thing you ever saw. Oh. Oh, yeah. So I need to send her a picture and say thank you. Will this get any traction in the palace? Yes, it'll get traction. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All-terrain vehicle, including marble floors. As long as it's not too oily, I guess. I am so excited. I'll finish up these 2 pieces after I eat. And then it'll be done. Oh, I'm so happy. This is... I honestly, 6 months ago, I'd probably be like, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever finish that. Nope. We did it. We finished it. It's glorious. And I'm really proud of it. The floors may be a bit scuffed, but the Baneblade will roll. Yep. Alright, now to post this on the internet. I gotta take decent pictures of it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll ask my friend Froggy. I'll be like, hey Froggy, how do you take a good picture of a tank? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the angle has got to be for this thing to look as like to look its best. Gloss the white light. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're not saying use white light. I will do that. And I noticed on the picture that there's this little arch here also does that. So I'll do that too, because I did notice. I was like, oh, that actually might help me make it look a little nicer. But yes. What? I was gonna try to make way. Okay, all right. This is really cringe, but I'm gonna say it. But the prettiest sight to see is the Baneblade that will be rolling across the floor. Okay, forgive me. I'm a little embarrassed that I did that, but I I had to do it. It came in my head, I'm like, I gotta say it. Shadow, thank you for the 6 gift subs. I should have said it and turned the music off, but oh well, here we are. Here we are. I know, but I got like 10 people left after hearing that. Yeah, my cheeks are flushed. Oh, ow, what is in my eyeball? I think an eyelash got in there. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow we're doing Hunter the Parenting. I need to eat. We're not gonna do a raid or anything. Ow! Oh, my eyeball. Oh, Mr. Clean, thank you for the 5 gift subs on YouTube. Ow. And now my eye is acting up. It sounds like I gotta go. Oh. But thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm very happy with this. I will post all the pictures on Twitter. I don't know when I'll post it. Probably tomorrow at some point, I'm guessing. But it will get posted because this is very, very nice. Yes, I will eat now. So thank you, everyone. Please do not skip leg day. Get enough sleep and eat, because how's the Emperor gonna use you if you don't do those things? You gotta be at your most effective. So thank you all for hanging out with me. Do not forget, I will be posting the STL of the skitter ornament. So if you end up using it and making something with the skitter ornament, you post it in that Discord server, okay? You do that. The skitter will not be denied. The skitter will not be denied.